Dun, dun, dun. Here we are, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to wait for a few of you to come on. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. For those of you going a little crazy, you're not going crazy. All right, we have our first viewer. Go ahead and let me know that you're in, on, and ready to learn something new today. So for those of you who have been feeling a little crazy lately, know that it is not you. Know that there are a lot of things astrologically happening. There are a lot of things happening in the sky, solar flares, things like that. You're not going crazy. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. I've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys. I know one of them was the ear ringing. So I'll go ahead and go over that. I'm just waiting for a few more of you to come on. Hi, Annette. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys like the wig? I figured I'd give you guys a different little look today. Gotta switch it up on you guys sometimes, right? So I will go over just a few more of you join. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Today is February 26th of 2021. So ear ringing is one of those ascensions. So I'll go into what ascension means. So just off of a really quick Google search, it is a noun. It's the act of rising to an important position or a higher level. So in the spiritual woo-woo community, it means to rise, okay? It just means that you're going into a higher position vibrationally. You'll hear a lot of in the woo-woo community, you'll hear a lot of us talk about going from the 3D dimension that we're in into a 5D dimension, which is where we preach a lot of love and light and all this stuff, right? So we're going from the 3D dimension where there's a lot of duality into going into a 5D dimension where we operate just from love. This also has to do with the age of Aquarius. But anywho, in order to get there, there has to be a rise. There has to be a going from where we're currently at, there has to be a rise. So part of that is the ear ringing, okay? Now, ear ringing is not the tinnitus like my friend Mike said. This is a little different. So a lot of you have experienced tinnitus before. It is the when you've gone to a loud concert or you've been near a speaker at some point and you've blown your eardrum out or you've had a mild infection or something to that. You're welcome, Yesenia. That is when you get that beep, that constant, and it's normally in both ears or one ear or whatnot, and it's temporary, okay? Some people experience it for longer terms. This ear ringing is very different because it's at a high pitch frequency or a low pitch frequency, and it comes and goes, but there's no explanation for it. It's not like you were at a concert. It's not like somebody came and yelled in your ear and caused it. It just comes out of nowhere, okay? These are those ear ringing. Now, the ear ringing can also be spirit trying to communicate to you, okay? When I was first diving into all of this, I remember it being, if it was on my left, it was a female. If it was on my right, it was male. That's when I started channeling, not my angels, but actual male and female entities, okay? Or male and female spirits or guides, okay? Angels feel a lot different to me, and they really just, it doesn't matter what side they're on. So that's also very different from the ear ringing that the Ascension produces, okay? This is a very different frequency from the beep that you hear from the Ascension, okay? Now, when it's super strong and annoying, that's spirit. The Ascension ringing is it's subtle, okay? When it's annoying, it's normally spirit, and you can ask them to turn it down, okay? The Ascension, you can ask it to be turned down, and it doesn't budge. Just know that these are downloads coming into your energetic field. We're being hit with a lot of solar flares. So if you pay attention to what's happening with the sun, there are some, it's called the Schumann resonance. Just like they measure earthquakes on a Richter scale, there's actually how they measure the sun's solar flares with the Schumann resonance, okay? So you guys can do some Google searches, and there are measurements to read all that. So that's what we're feeling. So if you guys for the last 2 weeks have been feeling crazy, confused, lethargic, on an emotional roller coaster, fatigued, these are all part of that, okay? If you guys have been thirsty, oh my God, that's all part of it, okay? So I'm gonna go over some of these. Pressure in your ears, also your ears popping. So I want you to imagine, if any of you have ever been to the stratosphere here in Las Vegas, and you've gone up in the tower, imagine being on that elevator, and when you ascend, when you go up, the pressure builds in your ears, and eventually your ears pop. So I want you to think of taking that elevator ride and going up. That is what an ascension is, okay? So that is why our ears pop. That is what is literally happening to humanity right now. We are taking a ride on an elevator as humanity and going up. So everybody's feeling that pressure. Everybody's feeling it in your head, in your heart, especially in your heart chakra. So if you guys are waking up in the middle of the night, or not in the middle, but like between 2 and 4 a.m., you're waking up in hot sweats, and you're waking up fatigued or with heart palpitations, it's what's happening. These are all ascension symptoms, okay? Hi, Randy. So these are all ascension symptoms where you get the heart palpitations. It's because our heart chakras are opening up for all that love that's going to come in, and all that love we're going to be able to share, okay? So the ringing, the fatigue, all that stress, all that stress that we have on our shoulders, okay, all that, we don't know what we're supposed to do, or we're supposed to be, or we're like, a lot of confusion, okay? Again, the waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. Some of us are waking up in hot sweats. No, ladies, you are not going through menopause. Most of you are not. What happens is that a lot of you don't know that our souls actually travel when we sleep. When we go to bed, our bodies leave and they go and do work in our dream state. That's where the 4th dimension is, okay? That's where our dream state is. That's where we do a lot of our work. So that's why we're skipping from 3rd to 5th, okay? That's a whole nother life. But we're taking and doing a lot of soul work. We're doing a lot of fixing and all of this. So what happens is that our body, our physical meat suit, needs a break. And that's why we end up waking up between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. Okay? So that's what happens. And a lot of times we're waking up in sweat because our actual body can't handle all of the extra overload of energy that we're taking in. So we have to wake up. And a lot of the times, the way our body releases energy is through sweat, through crying, through pooping, because some of you might be finding yourselves going to the bathroom a lot lately. And that is also part of the ascension symptoms, believe it or not. So you're just releasing, okay? And we also have a full moon tomorrow, okay? So release, release, release. All right. Let me see, what else do we have here? You guys might be seeing things or hearing things. Your vision might be getting a little blurry. Know that this is all part of it. You're not getting older or you're not losing your sight. This is all just part of it. Your body is getting ready for all the new energy that's coming in. So your body needs to adjust. And by adjusting, it does these things. It's not that you're losing your sight. It's not, no, it's just Our body is adjusting to these new energies that we're getting hit with by these solar flares, by the radiation from the sun, all of these things. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Are you guys experiencing any of these? I know I got a lot of the ear ringing. I know some of you said you guys felt like you were going crazy, but you're not. I promise you that. Promise you that. Let me see. Oh, what also tends to happen is some of you might be losing your jobs. Some of you might be getting kicked out of your homes. Some of you might be quitting your jobs. Some of you might be losing friends. Some of you might be removing yourselves from old habits or old things that used to feel comfortable to you don't feel comfortable anymore, so you avoid them like the plague, okay? Things that used to feel normal just don't anymore. That's because your body and your energy field is upgrading. Yes, simple mistakes, car accidents, yes, Annette, yes. And it's part of the confusion. It's part of like, why did I do that? Why did I make such a simple mistake? It's because we're upgrading, so we're making, and they seem really simple and really like just subtle things, but they cause impact. And it's because you're supposed to be more aware and more in your body, but you feel really out of your body. And it's because, again, we're getting hit with these energies that are causing our bodies to change. Does that all make sense? Yes, thumbs up for yes, yes, yes. Anything that was very routine to us, we're breaking a lot of habits. We're getting out of our routines. We're breaking routines, okay? Anything that was very routine to us, we're finding new ways to do things, because anything that was very monotonous to us, we're finding new ways to doing things. We're clearing a lot of things out, okay? I recently found myself getting rid of a lot of things that just don't, whether they don't fit or whether I just didn't ever wear them, or I'm doing a lot of spring cleaning, I guess you can say, before the spring gets here. Just because it doesn't serve me anymore. I'm tired of looking at it. It doesn't resonate anymore. I'm just getting rid of things. It just doesn't feel right anymore. So that's all very normal, very, very normal. And like I said, tomorrow is the full moon. It is in Virgo. Virgo is about service. Virgo likes to serve. Okay, so you guys might find yourself also, questioning how your friendships, questioning, what are these friendships? How do they benefit me? What am I getting out of these people, and what do they do for me? And if you guys find yourselves questioning, these things are normal. Just go with it, flow with it. The tired, yes, Sheree, it is exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting. Some of you might be sleeping more than normal or feeling like you need to sleep. Honor your body and just sleep. If you can allow yourself that extra deep sleep, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Some of us aren't sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I think it started on the 12th of February. My sleep patterns just totally just went through. I don't know where they went. I think I binge watched The Handmaid's Tale. I've been binge watching that, and that's a very interesting show, by the way, you guys. Let me see. Depression. Some of you guys are feeling depression or anxiety, a lot of anxiety. Yeah, it's been the last 2 weeks. I'm telling you, it started about the 12th for me. Yeah, it's so normal, Yesenia. Like the losses of people who we think are friends. That's why I posted what I posted. Like all of a sudden, I started getting suggestions on Facebook of people that I didn't even realize they had deleted me. Like, and normally they, I would like their posts or whatnot, and these were people who I thought were really like close to me, or I had gone on a cruise with them, and all of a sudden they're not around, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So, I don't even question things like that anymore. I just figure either they were blown out of my life for a reason. I just don't question things as much anymore when it comes to people that fall out of my life. Now, there are also those people who I know I just don't resonate with anymore because of their actions, because of their incongruencies, because of their ethics. And I have also made choices where I have decided that, you know what, that is someone I don't want to associate with. That is someone I no longer resonate with. And I've taken it upon myself to hit the unfriend button. And that's just it. No reason, no foul. I don't wish them well. I don't wish them foul. I don't wish them anything. And that's also okay. You guys, everybody's allowed to do and leave and exit your life without an explanation. Just like those people who unfriended me didn't give me an explanation. That's okay. I don't think I need one. Just like I don't think I need to explain to those people who I unfriended an explanation. So it goes both ways. So just be okay with that. Let's see. It's an exhaustion. Yeah, it is. So Shri, yeah, imagine this entire area is just all your agree. Yeah, bye Felicia. So Shri, yeah, so your boobs included is just all your heart chakra, this entire area, like from your shoulders on down, right to your diaphragm. This is where then your solar plexus starts. Okay. The headaches, yes, the migraines. How do you think the moon will help this elevation of people and not sleeping well? Yes. So this new moon, or this full moon, is for releasing. It's releasing all those karmic patterns. It's releasing all the repetition. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we're in time loops, you guys. All the repetition. I have had the last live that I did about that guy coming back into my life. I literally just had the same exact thing happen with someone else, and they literally used the same verbiage. You're making this a bigger deal than it is. And I was like, no, you're just once again invalidating my feelings. So again, we're repeating things and we got to set our boundaries, you guys. So how is this going to help us? I think it's going to help us to a level where we just got to set our ground. We really just got to ground ourselves too. I really did notice that a lot of this has to do with us being out of our bodies. I did have a session with someone who's really talented, and she made me realize that I'm a lot out of my body. And it's because I do a lot of psychic work. But a lot of us aren't in our bodies often. Let me close my door really quick because my dog's let's see, you're feeling drawn to the moon. This is the Virgo moon. This one's about, and Virgos are very we're very about organization, having things organized and cleaning up and things like that. So if you're feeling drawn to it, it's because it's a very organized, like getting things in order. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, the dreams, you guys, dreams too. You guys may be having some really vivid dreams or really or vivid nightmares. I don't like to see things as nightmares. They're just super intense. So I have a dream process. If you guys want the dream process, hit me up. I'll send it to you guys. But I do definitely think this moon is going to help people organize or reorganize the way they think things, the way they think about how the world is shifting, and I don't say the world on a grand scale, I mean your world, your family, your friends, your job, your world. Because you can only control or you can only have access to the world around you. When you think you have access or control to the bigger, grander scale, it gets out of your hand, and that's when the anxiety starts. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I want to keep this short. Do you guys have any questions? I've been hearing about moon water. Your thoughts? Moon water is really good. So anytime we have a full moon, it's good to release. Okay, so full moons are to release. It's to forgive. Okay, to forgive, to let go, to really anybody that you are resentful of, anybody that you still hold grudges, anybody that you have some kind of animosity towards, go ahead and write them a forgiveness letter. I have a process on that too. Moon water during the full moon. Oh, you guys can go ahead and charge your crystals too. By the way, go ahead and take all your crystals out and put them in the full moon, okay, to release all of the energy that they've held on to, okay? I don't use the full moon to manifest. I use the new moon to manifest. I'm not saying you can't manifest with the full moon, but it's not my preference to manifest with it. However, if you are going to manifest with the full moon, I would highly suggest that you be very specific with your intention and you feel all the way through. So what I would do is I would write out why you wouldn't be able to have your manifestation first, and you let go of all of those why nots. Okay, I would let go of all of that first. Okay, why you can't have any of it, and then burn it. And then I would go into the process of why you can, and then feel it, and then live it, and then allow it to come through and let it go. Manifest release. Yeah, but you can manifest release. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yesenia, did I? Oh, the moon water. So you can actually use moon water to, you can use it as like holy water. You can set it out, you can set your intention. You can use it to, like, say you have things that move around in your house, or entities or portals, or you have a lot of movement as in creeks and things like that. You can go around and use it as holy water in your house to release those entities or those energies in your house throughout the month, okay? Depending on what energy, or like, say, so this full moon is in Virgo. Virgos are very organized. If you want to get more organized in your, let's just say in your planner, use that full moon water, and you can drink it. You can manifest with full moon water, okay? Also, you can do that too. So you charge it out in the full moon. You could do the quantum jumping with full moon water. Okay, that's also something else that you can do. Speaking of all this water, Ms. Dash, you have a question. I know somebody's going to ask. I got that straw years ago at 7-Eleven in a Slurpee. But you can use full moon water to manifest. You can use water to manifest, just period. It doesn't have to be full moon water, but you can use the water to manifest different moons. So this month is Virgo. Use every sign according to what it's good for. So Virgos are very organized, they're very of service. So if you want to be more of service to people, you can use this full moon to manifest people being of service, or you being more of service. So it really depends on how you want to use that water. But you can use it as holy water to bless your home, bless your planner, bless your children to be more organized. So you know, the possibilities are endless. It's you're the one that determines how you want to use your magic. Honestly. Does that make sense? So how do you fix all this? I didn't even give you guys anything. I just told you all of what's happening. One of the things that helps me a lot, I take baths. I take baths in salt water. Any emotions that I'm feeling, I let them surface and I let them out. You have to move your body, you guys. If you guys like to dance, I would highly suggest that you set the intention that today, when I go to the studio or when I go social dancing, all of the energy, all of the sweat, all of the movement is to release all of this fatigue I've been feeling, is to release this headache that I'm feeling, is when I have sex today and I have my orgasm, I'm going to release all of this stress that I've been feeling, or I'm going to release this migraine. You guys need to move your body and set intentions, okay? Or you take a bath, or you take a jog, or you take a ride on your bicycle or your roller skates, or you take a walk. You ground your feet, you rub your feet on the grass outside or on the rocks, okay? Have sex, masturbate, but set an intention so when you get to that climax, you can release the energy. That makes sense? Does all that make sense? What else? What else do I do? Aside from the sexual energy. You guys can also get Reiki. Reiki's really good. I give Reiki, you guys. I will be doing a class really soon, so stay tuned for that. You guys can get Reiki. You guys can get a chakra alignment. You guys can get a limpia. What else can you guys do? Really anything that makes you feel good. It's about keeping your vibration high, okay? Any essential oils? I use a lot of the like the peppermint and the eucalyptus, rose. Any rose is really high in vibration. The rose, that's why it's so expensive, you guys. Lavender is very calming. Any of the citrus is also. However, I would not recommend putting any of the hot ones in your bath water. Don't do it. It'll be really spicy and then you'll call me, tell me you burned yourself. So don't do it. All right. Any other questions, you guys? I'm hoping this helped you guys know that you're not crazy. Know that this is all part of the ascension where you guys are being pulled into a higher vibration. That this is all part of, hi Manny, that this is all part of us getting into just having a better life altogether. Just going into a higher vibration of love, a higher vibration of where we're moving from that duality and that us against them to where we're going to be more in unity. And that's all part of that ear ringing and all of that. So I hope you guys learned something. Any of your questions, let me know. Any other ideas for lives, let me know. I do have a list. But again, this is most of the reason why I have stayed off is because I just hadn't had the energy. I have been exhausted, absolutely exhausted. And I have also been working. I think these last week was a really busy week for me. So definitely. Yeah, Manny, it's a left ear. Left ear is a, yeah. So left ear, if you go back and rewind it, I do talk about left ear being female, if it's a spirit trying to come through. And then I talk about like the differences when it's the ascension type of ringing and a spirit trying to come through and when it's tinnitus. So hopefully that'll answer your questions. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Thank you guys so much for participating. Go ahead and share, subscribe if you haven't. And when you guys are ready, book a reading. Stay tuned for that Reiki class and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, bye.